pursuing MBA was a very personal decision, but right now I would advise every other person to pursue MBA because of the grooming it provides.
If you are aspiring to build your career in sales, I would say you have to listen to the customer 70% of the time and speak only 30% of the time.
My name is Ayush and I live in Jhansi. And talking about my graduation, so I have done BCom from Jhansi itself, and schooling also it has been from Jhansi. And talking about my life experiences, I have been too much into cultural things, and I have various experience of organizing events which are of cultural level, for example modeling, singing, dancing, etc. And talking about more, so I have been closely associated with a startup also, so which startup has been funded now and it has been working smoothly.
So I'm from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and I completed my graduation in management, that is BBA. And while I was studying BBA, I studied a lot of management subjects and all. I got interested in to the management subjects and everything. So that was when I decided that I want to further study management, and obviously MBA is something that I would study after BBA.
My name is Lalit Kumar Sharma. I come from Korba, Chhattisgarh. My father is basically a retired government official. He used to work for Coal India, and I have done my graduation from Renaissance College of Commerce and Management in Indore itself, and did my summer internship with Shoppers Stop Limited.
So I've been born and brought up in Bhopal, and I belong from a family where my father is an advocate and mom is a housemaker. I always wanted to explore more in management, and henceforth I am here pursuing my masters in the area of marketing and operation IT.
When I was organizing events, so what really happened I didn't actually got time to manage everything. I didn't know actually how to manage things. So for that managing thing, I thought chalo yaar fir se let's go and talk something in more depth into what management concepts are from a BCom background. So I learned very basics from there. Now I thought ki yaar chalo aur dekhte hain thoda, and let's just focus on the more in-depth concepts and understand more so that it can help me in that aspect as well. So that is why I chose MBA.
I actually did an internship during my graduation. It was although a very short term internship, but then I learned about the management. Also, I have worked as a teacher and coordinator for 2 years. So while I was working as a coordinator, I had to manage all the workings of the school. It wasn't a very huge school, but then because the operations and everything, it is somehow management, it is everywhere. So that interested me into management.
Actually, I was about to open my restaurant in Indore itself, but then COVID struck us all and I decided to skip that move. My brother is also an PGDM graduate, so I decided that I should also pursue PGDM, and right now I'm here. The placements here, as per my expectation or the reviews that I got from the seniors, were good. But from our batch itself, I have seen so many companies with great profiles coming up. And apart from that, the faculties that I found out that about 90 to 95% of the faculties have a PhD or a doctorate in their respective fields.
After my research, I came up with few of the institutes, and when I came to know about Jaipuria, I had done a very intense research regarding in terms of ROI, regarding what sort of opportunities they have to offer, and also my major constraint was the curriculum and the pedagogy they are actually offering to their candidates. So these were few of the main factors why I considered Jaipuria.
I belong to the Media Relations and PR committee of my college, and also to the General Management Club. I actually got internships and live projects because of my work at MRC. So when I was cracking live projects and my internships, the short-term internships, so MRC's work was something that I presented, and that helped me. I have worked as a content writer for an internship. I have worked as social media manager, and that's the work we do in MRC. All the activities that are conducted in the college, from the sports, even the basic sport event that we conduct on Sundays, to the biggest fests that we conduct at college. Everything in and out helps us in our internships and our placements, because it's a very holistic approach towards management, and students are the one who are organizing everything. So all the activities that are going on in the college are student driven. So that is something that helps an individual to mold themselves into a manager.
The company which I chose for summer internship was Dorma Kaba. So many people must be not aware about this company. So what this company do is, the companies create sensor doors, which you must have seen in malls, like you walk in and the doors automatically opens. So this is the company which create those sensor doors. So I have done internship in that company. So my major role was dealing with B2B clients and B2C as well on a very minimal level.
Completed my summer internship with Max Retail, which is Landmark Group's brand. So there my work was marketing related work and store operations. So I learned a lot about the store operations, how retail operates actually, how the warehousing is done, what are the supply chain strategies that they use, and how they attract customers through the store.
Before the third trimester, or I would say the commencement of my summer internship, we didn't had any sort of sales subject in our curriculum. But my mentors and here at the campus and also my faculties asked me to complete one sales course before the commencement of my internship. So I did one of the courses with LinkedIn Learning, that is become a sales representative. So I did that, and I was hired as a sales intern for Shoppers Stop. I was in Pune. So we had to generate sales both in offline as well as online channel. So because of that, we used to stand in front of any of the home brands of Shoppers Stop and pitch to the customers, ask them, greet them, and basic like a sales representative does. I generated sales worth rupees about 1 lakh, and my target was 25,000. So it was 400% up of what was expected. If you are aspiring to build your career in sales, I would say you have to listen to the customer 70% of the time and speak only 30% of the time. So what I did in both in the offline as well as online channel was that I used to ask them a lot of questions like, sir, do you have anything specific in mind? Which color are you looking for? Stuff like that. And even when I was cold calling them, I used to ask them if it is the right time to talk to them or not. It's like my proactive approach towards any task, and the leadership trait that I showed within the internship at the time of internship. Like in the last 15 days, we were because the malls at Pune got shut, we were required to relocate to our hometowns. But I took the initiative. I had a conversation with the store head, and I asked them that for the 45 days we have done enough amount of sale. So let's now learn about operations. I insisted him to let us learn of operations front as well, and he kindly allowed us to stay back and understand the operations part.
Mars has been a prominent recruiter, and they are year and year coming for finals, and it was actually the very first time they came for our summers. I found Mars Wrigley is one of the best places to work with in terms of work culture. The people over there are very supportive, and also when you get into a sales role, I don't think so that any other organization would have been this much supportive to their interns. I was actually on field throughout my internship. My project was retail expansion and wholesale activation for Mars Wrigley in Indore territory, Madhya Pradesh, right? Wherein I was actually able to create an impact, and I was actually able to give them a growth of near about 450% in terms of their revenue and in terms of their reach and expansion, right? Usually my day began at 8 AM in the morning, and it lasted somewhere by 6 or 7 in the evening, wherein my KRA was to track the market, rectify the potential prospects, and basically converting and generating the lead. As I can relate my whole of the internship to one of the courses which we had, which was sales and business development, and also to the courses which we offered like marketing. So wherein we've been taught marketing, segmentation, the basic STP analysis. If I talk about in that terms, sales pitch was something which actually I was able to grasp from my learnings in the course, and actually to implement them in the field, which helped me a lot in terms of gaining customers and gaining their trust.
Pursuing MBA was a very personal decision, but right now I would advise every other person to pursue MBA because of the grooming it provides.
Basically, the first thing is you need to be very much confident in yourself. Like the answers that you're giving, you must be very much confident, because if you fumble a bit in your answers, the interviewer will catch you on that point of time. So if you're not prepared and if you're not confident enough, So you will not be able to crack the interviews, be it Deloitte or any other company. You must be very much prepared with the company, and you really don't know what the company officials need to ask. So talking about my interview, so I haven't took any subject which is related to AI, artificial intelligence. But I had some interest in AI, so from the last 1.5 years I was reading about AI. And in my process, he asked me about AI, so that really helped me. So college is giving you all information, but you need to be very much diverse, and you need to be aware about the various things that are going on in the markets. So you need to be very much prepared, like you need to study from your references as well and your sources as well, and you need to be very much updated with the latest tech and technology that is being using nowadays. So not only Deloitte, every other company is looking for that out of the box thing.
Placement is, just the byproduct of, I would say, the academics that you go through in a span of 2 years or maybe 1.5 years. So you have to look into the faculties, the background of faculties, how good they are. Apart from that, the environment of the campus, like is it very strict, or because even if a campus is very strict, it can lead you to not like the campus, or maybe you are not going to enjoy the time, because PGDM is the last phase of your life, wherein you will be enjoying your life. You are going to talk to people, you are going to build your people skill, you are going to learn a lot about business and how a business runs. So you have to look into each and every aspect of the institute, from placements to the faculties and also the campus life and each and everything. So you can research about these 3 aspects and choose the campus which suits your personality or you.
The only advice I would give is to develop this habit of networking. I have seen people from my batch who have got various opportunities with respect to their summers and their finals just because of their networking. Participate in more of the life projects, the Bschool competitions and the opportunities that you get, and also try and develop your overall personality rather than your academic scores, because it is ultimately which will help you in your corporate life and your career ahead.